This is going to be the last ever supports only video, or at least the last one where I actually make progress, because I have some recap videos planned, but this is going to be the last ever supports only video where we actually make some progress. And speaking of progress, I've been doing a lot of farming to get Yahoda, Mika, Diona, Dahlia, and Barbara all up to level 90, and then I think there's some more I need to work on the talents, but I forget who that is. I think Kirara might be one of them. But I've been doing quite a lot of farming, and I've also timed it so it is the new update, or the new second half, so we have every domain is open. I think I also do have enough of the chunks because I've been farming a lot of bosses, although I am a few short. So today we are going to finish off every single one of these characters and have every single character on supports only, level 90, with at least level 6 talents, I believe, is where I said I was going to. So we're going to start with the characters I can work on, that being Mika. I'm pretty sure I have all of his boss drops, so I just need 5 more Wolfhook berries. There we go. We should be able to get you all leveled up as well. I'm gonna need more books, I think. I don't think I farmed enough books, but there is Mika up to level 90, and your talents are already where I want them to be. So that is Mika done. Now we can move on to the next character, which I believe is Diona. And Diona needs both her talents and her levels. It looks like I'm probably going to need to do a few more runs in this, but that's fine because it is open. But we will do those runs a bit later because I think I'm also going to need some for Barbara, so I should probably check what her talent levels are and work on them as well. But we'll start with Diona. We'll get the skill up to level 6. And then the burst, we can't go any further because I need more of these, so we'll deal with that later. Let's first get her to level 90. And now we can get Dahlia up to level 90. I should have enough books for his level 90, which I do, but I'm probably not going to have enough books for anyone else. I might have enough for one more level 90, but that's it. But there is Dahlia done, his talents are good, so we can move on to the next character, which is Barbara. She's the last one, there's level 80, and then we have to deal with Yahoda and Eatloa. Now Barbara also needs her talents, and because she needs this stuff, which is also what Diona needs, I'm going to go run that. I'll try to get at least Diona's burst leveled up. And then I'm most likely going to need more Mora for Barbara, both levels and talents. And then I'm definitely going to need more Mora and level up books for the other two, Yahoda and Eatloa. Okay, there is 3 runs done in this domain, 1 condensed resin and 2 fragile resin. I am hoping that that is enough because I do need my fragile resin for ley lines. So there we go, that's Diona done. Let's go over to Barbara, where we're not going to have enough. I need to farm more of the books. I've put all of her levels into a normal attack because I was going to build plunge attack Barbara or charge attack Barbara, but we probably should focus on her healing because that is Barbara's main stuff. So I will need to do some more runs of this boss. I can only craft 6, which is not going to be enough for both the skill and the burst. We'll get the skill up to level 5. And that's as far as we can go there. Okay, well, let's start with the other characters. What can we do with Yahoda? We can get her to level 50. I have 7,000 Mora. That's an issue. We can keep going with Yahoda, so that's fine. Talent-wise, it should be pretty good. So I'm going to go use the last fragile I have on Mora ley lines. Then we'll try to get Yahoda as far as we can. Barbara, I need to do her boss, so we'll do that tomorrow. And I need to farm some more of these, which I will also do tomorrow. And then we need to deal with Eatloa, which is, he's going to be a pain. The only other character that I need to deal with is Kirara, because she needs more levels on her burst and skill, and I need Mora for that. Although it looks like we should have a decent amount of these, so hopefully I don't need to farm anymore, but I think I will. But we're going to need Mora, so let's start with that. Let's go use all of my current fragile and go farm Mora. Well, there is all of my ley line runs. We have no more resin left. Let's see what we can do. We're going to start with Kirara. We'll get the skill, I think's priority. So we'll get the skill up to level 9. Can we do that? No. And we can't do any more with the burst, so we're going to need to work on Kirara a bit more later. So now let's jump over to Yahoda, and we'll see how far we can get her up. There is her 3rd ascension. We do have enough books to go to level 60. We're going to need a few more of these, but we will have enough more to go to level 70. Maybe not enough books. Before we do that, I am going to look at her talents. We'll get that up to level 9 if we can, which it looks like we might be able to. And then with the skill up to level 9 as well. Actually, no, it'll only be level 6 because it's not buffed by constellations. So we do actually have a little bit of Mora left, although only 170,000. Okay, never mind. Is that enough to get her ascended anymore? It will be. Let's go do that. Let's go farm these, get her ascended for one more time, and then I'm just going to have to farm ley lines a bunch. So there we go. Yehoda can go up to her 4th ascension, and definitely not, we will have enough books, but not enough Mora to go to level 70, so we'll leave her there. I'll have a look at her talents, but I don't imagine we're going to have a ton of Mora for this. Although we can get the burst sorted. Now we're going to need more of these as well, and we don't have enough Mora anyway. So we got a little bit of work done, but we need more Mora and also level up books for Yehoda. Although, because why not? Let's just spend all of the Mora I currently have and get her to whatever level I can, which is level 61. Awesome, and now we have 533 Mora left. I guess I'm going to go farm for Eat Lower, and then it's just farm a ton of level up books, Mora, and talent materials. This is going to take a minute. Well, I severely underestimated how long all that farming was going to take, because it is now almost exactly an entire update later, or half an update later. That was a lot of farming, but I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, I have all the resources I need to finish off our last 4 characters, that being Kirara's talents, Barbara's talents, and levels everything on Yehoda and all of Eatlawa's stuff. So we're going to start with the easy one, which is Kirara. Because she's already level 90, we just need to get these up to level 9, so we can get that burst up to level 9. That's not a burst, that's a skill. And with a little bit of crafting, her burst can also go to level 9. So that is Kirara done, which means we can move on to our painful ones now. Barbara will definitely be the easiest. Once again, she needs some work on her talent, so we'll get the burst finished, and then the skill will need to do a little bit of... Never mind, actually, we won't need to do any more work because that's already level 6. So Barbara's talents are done. Now we just need to deal with her levels. I didn't farm the Oceanid again, so we should probably go do that. But first, I do need another 4 more of these. Let me go do one run of Oceanid, because that might give me a few more Hydro chunks. But I don't think I'm going to have enough chunks for Yehoda or Eatlawa. And she can go to level 90. So that is Barbara done. We'll start with Eatlawa, because I can actually do something there. So we'll get him up to level 40. Hopefully I can go to 50. Yes, I can. I've been doing a bunch of farming on level up books, so hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. Mora also hopefully shouldn't be a problem. We can go to level 70, which I wasn't expecting, and level 80 will not happen because I need more of these, which I should be able to farm because it has been a while since I've last farmed them, and we're going to need more chunks. So let's see what we can do with his talents before we go do any farming. Obviously, he is just, once again, burst in skill. So there is his skill up to level 6, and that should be enough to get his burst to level 6 as well. Perfect. So we just need levels for Eatlawa. We'll work on Yehoda while we're here. We can... Oh, that Mora disappeared very quickly. That's not great. The level up books are also disappearing quite rapidly. But that is a lot less Mora than I thought we were going to have, considering I've been farming almost exclusively Mora and level up ley lines for almost a month now. I mean, we have 5 condensed resin, we have full resin today, and we have 1 fragile, so I guess I'm spending all of that on Mora. I will probably also need level up books, but Mora's definitely the biggest concern at the moment, so we'll start with that. Well, there we go. That is 5 Mora ley lines done. Let's see where that gets us. I'm assuming not very far. So we can get Yehoda up to level 70. We can ascend her up to her 2nd last ascension and get her leveled up to level 80. We will need more of these, and these. There is Yehoda's skill up to level 6. We're not going to touch any of that. It is now just levels for these last 2 characters. And I mean, technically also, Linnea is a support because she does heal in her burst. But I am not going to be trying to pull or build her. I mean, I'll throw all the primos we have left. I'll throw them all on her banner because why not? But I'm definitely not going to try to get her or farm to get her because I don't need to build another character right now. Oh, okay. 5-star on standard banner. Let's see. It's a new character. But yeah, we can't use her. Okay, so we are at 65 pity, so this will actually probably be a 5-star. However, we are on a 50-50. So in all honesty, I kind of hope we lose the 50-50. That wasn't the 5-star. Okay, it'll be the next pull. I'm kind of hoping we lose the 50-50 because I don't want to build Linnea. Although I guess she is a support, so yeah. There is our 5-star. Let's see what happens. I don't really care either way. Okay, sure. I guess we get Linnea. I mean, that just means I've got another character to build now. Yay. You know what? I'm going to do some pulls on the weapon banner as well because, yeah, sure. But yeah, now it looks like not only do I have to finish building Eatlua and Yahoda, I also need to build Linnea now. Of course, it's in the last video where I get lucky and win a 50-50. Like, of course, that's just going to be how it is. So what I'm going to do now is go to, I guess, a few boss runs because I need chunks. So I guess I'm going to go run just some Animo boss and I'll probably just do the hypostasis. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have Dormant Port now. Also, I noticed this because I was staring at the map when I was farming on Hexarray only. They've redone this whole section of the map. Basically from like here, they've redone all of this section of the map because there wasn't as much detail in here and there wasn't this whole creek running through there, and also the buildings, they weren't on the map. The actual world there hasn't changed, they've just updated the map, which is interesting. But I'm gonna go run the hypostasis because it is the easiest boss. Okay, that is all of the resin I have for today, not using my fragile. There's no way that's gonna be enough. We can craft one. Oh, this is fun. I think I am gonna have to use that fragile. I mean, I could honestly use the primos we have and top up the resin with primos because I already have all the characters I need and I don't need the primos anymore. I honestly should have done that after I got Linnea. I shouldn't have kept pulling. I should have just got Linnea and then used the rest of the primos to chop up resin. Honestly, probably would have been a smarter option. Oh well, too late for that now. We're just gonna have to hope we get lucky on some chunks, which I almost never am, so that'll be fun. Can I top up with primos? I can top up with primos. I mean, it's not a lot, but I can actually get a pretty decent amount of resin from primos. So maybe I could get this done with some farming tomorrow. Still kind of doubtful, but we shall see. I'm really hoping that's enough. Can we craft 3? God damn it. So we can craft 2 more and oh god, we have none of these now. But yeah, I just need to do probably another week's worth of farming of just bosses to get enough of the chunks. And then I will also need, yeah, probably more books and Mora. So I guess I'll see you in probably another week when I have all of the boss drops and Mora and ley lines and all the other crap I need. Well, it has been a few days since the last recording and I have done quite a lot of farming. If we go over to our Eatlua now, we should have all of the chunks I need to get him up to level 90, which we do. Although I just realized probably not enough of these. I think I should be able to get enough of them in the world though. Which means our only issue is going to be Mora, which as you can see is very much going to be an issue, and level up books, which I don't remember how many of them I need. Also, apparently I don't have enough of Yahoda's pieces. Why? I thought I had enough of them. But I've also been thinking, and I'm actually going to change up the sort of plan for the end of supports only, which means Linnea will have her own video where I'll build her, level her up, do all that stuff. That will be in her own video because, as I said, we don't really have a lot of level up books or Mora, so I don't really have the ability to level up 3 characters, especially one all the way in this video. But I will be building Linnea. I also have another fun video planned for the last supports only video, and then my big recap video is going to sort of split into 3. That's just going to be one probably like hour-and-a-half long video. So I'm not going to worry about getting enough stuff for Linnea. I do need to get enough stuff for Yahoda though, although because I did farm enough chunks to level up Linnea, I think I should be able to grab some of these lower level ones. So we'll start with Yahoda, get her up to level 90, and this is where we're going to suffer because I don't have enough level up books. That is everything I need minus the Pine Amber for Eatlua. So let's see if I can get him ascended to his second last ascension, which I can. I have the Mora for that. Lovely. Can't level him up because I have no more level up books, which is fun because I spent all of today's resin farming chunks and I only have 18 left, but I have 1 fragile, so we're going to use that. And also the primos because I don't need them. Okay, well, we have 138 resin. That's gonna have to do something. I do have the Serena teapot, so I could buy the transient resin. That'll give us another run in a bit, I think. So there's our 2 runs we can currently do. Let's see what we can do with that. Itlua, where can we get you? 74. Yeah, that's trust rank 6. I don't imagine I can get there very quickly. I don't think there's any way I can get that last bit until at least tomorrow, where I can go in and buy these again. And I'd say then we would have enough to be able to get this last trust rank. But for now, I can't do anything in there. So we're going to have to wait for tomorrow to do anything in that. 76. We do have a few more books left. We're now out of Mora. Oh, this is so fun. We do have Spiral Abyss at the moment. I could go run some Spiral Abyss and then use the primos from that to buy more resin. That might not be a terrible option. We will be able to 3-star all the way up until floor 11, I'd say, which will give us 200 primos per run. So we'll get 600 primos, which means I can get 360 resin if I'm mathing correctly. But sure, let's go do this, I guess. I probably won't bother recording any of this because I'm not trying floor 12. I am just going to be running floor 11, or up until floor 11. Okay, there is floors 9, 10, and 11 done. We do get to level 9 there, which gives us a bit of Mora, I guess, which actually is enough now to get Yahoda level 90, which means she is done. And then our last character is Itlua. And we need to do a lot more work to him. We can get, never mind, we can get to 79. If we use that, we get 60 resin, another 60 resin. That's 4 runs. We have a limited amount, but we get 4 runs today. Okay, that's, I mean, probably not going to be enough. 3 runs, actually, not 4 runs. We should be able to get enough to get him up to level 80 and ascend him. And then tomorrow I can just work on everything I need for the last levels. We can use that last 100 primos we have, as well as Serena teapot and the refresh resin. And hopefully that's enough, because tomorrow's the last day I've got to do this before I need to post this video. There's Itlua at level 90, not 90, 80. Well, now that is enough of everything, we can get our final character up to their last ascension in 82. Wow. Now I'm going to need a lot more level up books. I have a okay-ish, I guess, amount of Mora. Probably won't be enough to actually do much, but we need more level up books, which I currently cannot do because I have no resin. So I guess I will be seeing you tomorrow to use any last bit of resin I can and get Itlua done. Finally. Okay, well, it is now the next day, and oh my god, I'm going to my last run I can currently do, and I have had to go crazy trying to find every last primo and anything I can to get Itlua up to level 90, because as you can see, if we go in here, he is currently able to go up to 89. We will have enough Mora for this, hopefully, but I'm just out of books, and I have used all of the resin I had refreshed for today. I had 100 primos left over that I couldn't do yesterday, so I've used that. I then also went and got the transient resin, which I was able to luckily get from the Serena teapot. I used that, still didn't have enough. So I went, okay, we've got to go crazy here. I went into this book, and apparently I hadn't completed page 9. So I completed page 9 by fighting Storm Terror on level 3. So I could grab an extra 11 books from that, and still wasn't able to get enough books. But because I did complete that, we have 189 primos, which means I have one more run that I can do, and that's literally all I've got. I can't get any more resin or books or anything then. If I needed to go one more level, this would have been impossible. There is our last run I can do. Please say that's enough. I don't have time to do any more. 8, okay, thank God. We have just enough Mora. We have we have just enough books. We have a few extra blues, but they don't give much XP. So finally, we can get the last character on this account up to level 90. Obviously, aside from Linnea, because as I said, she'll have her own video. But there we go. After this video has been recorded for like over a month, probably. I've been recording this video for a month, but we've finally got enough resin, enough books, enough Mora, and everyone on this account, except for Linnea, is level 90. Which means that this account is officially done. It was already officially done technically when I 36 starred the Spiral Abyss, but I wanted to drag it out a little bit longer to get it to 100 episodes, and that's why I decided to level 90 everyone and get their relevant talents level 6. And that is done for everyone, which means that this account is done. There will still be, I think, 3 more videos on this account. One of them will probably be like an hour and a half, 2-hour big recap of all the best moments from every video. That one's going to be a long one, both in the actual video length and for me to edit. Then I have a few others. Obviously, there's the Linnea video, and there's one more that I want to do that I think would be really, really funny. It's like a final episode. That will most likely be episode 99. Big recap will be episode 100. And then 98 will be Linnea, which is the next video I'm going to work on, and we'll see when I can get that done, because I'm going to need so much more level up books, chunks, everything now to get one character leveled up. Yes, I could go try Abyss now if I wanted. No, thank you. It's all Geo stuff, and we don't have any Geo characters. Because I don't have much time left for this recording, this video needs to be out in a few hours. That is where I'm going to leave it off. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you liked this video and the whole supports only series, be sure to go check out the full supports only playlist, which is now up to 97 episodes, I believe, as of this video, which is actually insane. But with that, do consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.